you made sure that any mention of the bat will be removed from the record? Good. Edit as much footage as you can to make it appear as a clean win. If the referee complains, show them to the unemployment line. Be thorough and don't disappoint me. Any other overgrown hunks of incompetence you want to throw at me, Jerry? No? Excellent! Now that we're finally past Aldini's little interference, we can finally focus on my vision for the company. See, I was thinking of doing a bit of restructuring. I was talking with a few lawyers and we were discussing that I would be given some veto powers within the brass. Basically, if I thought that any match would be a bit too uninteresting, I would be able to veto it and restructure it to my liking. We need to get it into writing first, but I do think that it could shape to be a beautiful thing for my image, I mean the company. And before you say it, yes, I do see TJ trying to get a match through the TTV belt. Nothing I can do about it now, but once this veto goes through, I'll be able to structure matches in ways that I find would be the most interesting. I'll send the finest bottle of oil I can to Malice in the meantime.
Well, that's Malice Prime in the CR chamber. He'll be patched up and ready to terrorize Warzone by next week. It's a shame. For my match, I had a wonderful, fair match. It's not much to ask for these days, and yet it's so rare to see it happen without something happening. But I'll touch on Jagger later. But right now, there is one person that I am absolutely detesting right now. A man that cannot fight fairly. A man that is not a real champion because he cannot win by himself. He has to have the advantage. He has to always win. He has to always get his way. Well, Uncle, you got my attention. Because if there is one thing that I cannot stand, it's someone who thinks they can have things their way at the damnation of everything else. Oh, and you can bet that the footage of what you really did to Malice Prime, the footage that your lackeys are trying to scrub out at your behest, well, that's going to be displayed in crispy digital HD format in such a way that everyone will see it. Everyone. You seem to forget, Uncle, so I shall remind you. I am the digital maestro of MNW, not just of Warzone, but MNW entirely. I am the hacker that brought VIP low in their funds. Not even OmniGeek can touch me. I am the revolutionary that put away Graven Allen and my Robro. I am the visionary that sees the potential for greatness that Malice Prime can achieve. I am the indomitable intellect that cannot be stopped. And remember, I'm always watching. No amount of editing is going to get past my eyes. Enjoy the beginning of this week's MNW Warzone. I really think you should watch it.
Peggy 16. Good evening, Multiverse, and welcome to what is promising to be a very strange episode of MNW Warzone. I'm your host, Warzone General Manager Jerry Aldini. So, first, Unkley saying he's trying to get veto power and trying to lord over everything, and then Sawyer. Then Sawyer happens. That's just sort of, at times I just sort of think of Sawyer as he's just one of those things that happens. And then that opening, that is going to stay with me forever. You know who else it's going to stay with? Sir Unkley Dunk, who just tweeted out on social media, Aldini, when are you going to get those lackeys on your show under control? I got bad news, Unkley. Sawyer's not my lackey. He doesn't actually work for me. I don't know. I think he just sort of, he's Sawyer. It'd be like me saying to you, get your lackeys over on, Blue's Clues under control. Blue's Clues doesn't work for you. Now Spectrum, even Spectrum over from Warzone is saying that was awesome. So, that's so. Of course, if anyone's wondering what happened, if you watched last week's MNW Warzone, in the main event when Malice Prime challenged Sir Unkley Dunk for the Multiversal Heavyweight Championship, well, if you watched the opening, you saw how that went many times over. And I would get into specifics, but apparently I am getting here that there's apparently a memo from the brass. I am legally bound from using, hang on, let me read this precisely. Jerry Aldini is legally banned from using the words electrified bat. So apparently I can't say electrified bat. So I won't. And with that, let's focus on today, folks. Multiverse. We are just over a month away from Multivania, the biggest stage in our business. And thus things have to be figured out. Work has to be done. And thus tonight, well, we got a lot of things going on tonight. I'm going to tell you right now, after what I witnessed last week, I've got one slot set up variable. One or two that I could swap some things out, because at this stage, I don't know. Somebody's gonna challenge someone to something. I feel it in my giblets. One thing that will not be altered, though, are, first off, tonight's opening match, where TJ the Mint Gable will defend the TTV Championship for the fourth time. In a defense against a longtime member of the Warzone roster. Remember, if he gets 7 defenses, he gets to challenge for the Multiversal Heavyweight Championship, and he has got his eyes firmly on the main event at Multivania. And speaking of main events, in your main event this evening, the Dagger Daggerick faces the unstoppable Goliath Gorm for the Nexus Titan Championship in an Iron Man tables match. And with that, I think, and there's grudge match. Soul Train challenged Johan Mjoln to a tag match. You'll be seeing that tonight. The question is, who is possibly going to tag with Johan? Guess we'll find out. So, I guess with no further ado, we should do. Oh, sorry, I missed a social media post. I feel bad because we got a post from somebody who honestly probably knows a thing or two. And that is Bastion Butler, who used to work for Sir Unkley Dunk, saying, well, doesn't get much clearer than that, does it, Unkley? There you have it. And with that, let's get on to our first match, and a match that could have sweeping ramifications to the Multivania main event. Let's head to ringside.
Your opening matches for the TTV Championship. Introducing first, it's Wonderball.
It's been a while since Wonderball, a former tag champion, has had a shot at gold. So tonight, he gets a shot at the TTV Championship, looking to halt the progress of TJ Gable. Wonderball is still, I think, a little sore about the fact that he had some great career momentum completely derailed by Aiden Zero.
And introducing their opponent, they are the TTV champion, TJ the Mint Gable.
There he is, folks, your TTV champion. 3 defenses under that belt. And by the rules of the Gift of Chaos, if he achieves 7 title defenses, he can relinquish the TTV belt and gain a guaranteed shot at the Multiversal Heavyweight Championship. And Gable's goal is to main event Multivania. This is an important defense because so far, no one but Khan has gotten the 4th defense. And normally these don't go up, but I'll put it up now. A message from TJ's friend M. Win. There's Wonderball. Wonderball knows this is a prime opportunity for him. It'll get him gold. And again, everyone eyes that gift of chaos. There we are, the ceremony of the belt complete. Now it's just time for the most important part, the wrestling. And we're off. And Wonderball coming out strong. Knowing this is such a prime opportunity. Oh, Gable throwing him to the outside, but just waiting for him to get in. Ref holding Gable back, and that advantage taken by Wonderball. Oh! And you know, right now, Uncle Dunk is rooting for Wonderball. Oh, going for a pin! As I was saying, Uncle Dunk rooting for Wonderball because if Wonderball wins, there's highly unlikely he'll get 7 wins in before Multivania. Where it's been clear Uncle intends to handpick his Multivania opponent. Oh, and Gable coming on strong. Now, remember, of the absolute units, well, let's be clear. Of the absolute units still on Warzone, all 3 of them hold gold. As does their mentor, Gorm. Oh, Wonderball played a little too much to the crowd. Folks, in wrestling parlance, we call that a taunt to body. And, oh, punch. Again, Gable with that boxing background. And folks, this is not the only unit you will see in action tonight. That's right, another member of the units will be out in action. I guarantee it. Oh, I thought he was going to throw him into the turbo. Nope, got him back in the ring. Wonderball needs this in the ring. A DQ gets him nothing and actually counts. Even if he wins by DQ, Gable keeps the belt and gets to count it as a defense. One of Khan's 7 victories was done on a DQ. I got this. This has been confirmed by our statistician. And he is a very sage fellow, and I tend to just agree with everything he tells me. Oh! Wonderball going up top. Gable ready for him. Drop toe hold. Wonderball, a master of submission. But Gable fighting out. Oh, trading blows. Wonderball. Trading blows with somebody like TJ Gable. Not a great plan. Oh, now he's telling the... Oh, ready with the block. And finally, Wonderball goes for a drop kick and going for a pin. One. Oh, working the arm. Reversing the whip. Oh, in the corner and running bulldog. Ref, get out of the way. Oh, dive kick, but the ref, not as much impact. I think Gable might have wanted to go for that big kick of his, but the ref got in the way. But, oh, 1, 2, 3.
Your winner and still TTV champion, TJ Gable.
The Mint makes it over the hump. 4 victories, 3 to go. That means he's got his work cut out for him if he wants to get those defenses in before Multivania. That, folks, is where we stand. And now we have, well, it's shaping up to be quite a night. We've had unique entrances. We've had accusations. It is going to be an explosive night here on Warzone, I guarantee it. But right now, I think if you're regulars, you know that I have a policy of wrestlers can come and request time, and you know, for various reasons I will grant or possibly deny. Then there's this guy who comes in. He doesn't even really just ask. I mean, he just says, I'm going to be doing a promo. And the problem is I'm too scared to say no. All right. So let's just go to ringside and hear from Adrian Driscoll. Oh, this is the scary. He recently was pinned for the first time after 2 years on the roster by Westwind. And this is this. I just wish for once in his life he'd blink. He came out with his partners Probunaga and the Storyteller. Westwind, I want you to know, Adrian Driscoll isn't someone who likes to repeat himself, but in your case, I'll make an exception, Westwind. Because the offer is still on the table. So, I'll lay it out for you one more time. But I gotta warn you, like happened to Seth Jackson, you can either take my offer or you'll never hear the blessings of your Lord again. 'Cause either you dance with Driscoll, or you plumb down to the depths. And man, look, people have resisted, certainly. The old janitor seemed reluctant, but once I got him to see eye to eye with me, well, he's been having a wonder. Okay, this is, folks, if you're not aware, there's a long, he even mentioned his name. That might have been the mistake. Seth Jackson, who had a boost in his investigational skills due to a wish made to a Jinn, and has lost those benefits after losing to Driscoll. And the current issues between Driscoll and the Night's Watch have to do with them setting up an ambush for Jackson to get to him. Right. Look, I was listening to you backstage, and, I was hearing a lot of bull crap. And believe me, I know a lot of bull crap. I've been kicked by a lot of cows in my time. Anyway, that's not the point. I've been hearing a lot of crap with you in office to the angel guy. Seth, how many times do we have to do this? You had your fun. You had your moments with me, but it's over. I'm ready to move on to, well, let's be honest, people who matter. People who aren't you. Oh, I know I matter. People are always saying, Seth, there's something the matter with you. So, I know I matter. And you know what I think's weird? You got out the storyteller, only something don't seem right, because storyteller seem kind of funny. I see you do some weird stuff, and I don't think that was the storyteller. Oh, well, Seth, thinking, it's not your strong suit, is it? So you think the storyteller was fake, but don't you also think that cows actually make pizza? Hey, you do not disparage the cow pizza in front of Seth Jackson. But you know what? If the storyteller's so legit, then I challenge him tonight. Because I was backstage and I heard Jerry say he was leaving a slot open because he expected someone to do something stupid. And I'm just the man to do something stupid. Yeah, we can agree on that point, Seth. You want to challenge the storyteller? Well, fine. I suppose I can have a word with him and have him ready for a match tonight. Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, a match with the storyteller, because I think he's fake. Because last time he was around, he fought you. He didn't like you. I don't see why that. And I know that the janitor didn't like you, and now he's wearing a crown and sticking around with you. And I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna fight the storyteller. Yeah, we've just gonna have to run this one out, aren't I? You're the only person who can actually get me off my game, which I suppose is something. But, Seth, you're going to have your match with us. And when it's done, we're done. No, I'm what, like a pizza well done? Oh, I could go for a well done pizza, right? You want I don't want to share pizza with you. Anyway, we're going to have I'm going to have a match with the storyteller, and I'm going to show that he's all fakey. So Right. I don't really have it in. I'm just going to leave now. Hang on. I did say I was leaving a spot open. All right. Where can I put it? Yep, tonight. Storyteller versus Seth Jackson, because why not? You know what the worst part of this is? I'm kind of hungry for a pizza now. I don't think we usually. No, I gotta do a show. Focus, Jerry. Focus. Oh, anyway. So we'll have that match right here between that and that. Yeah, okay. So yeah, tonight, Seth Jackson versus the Storyteller. We'll see how that goes. Because I don't even know anymore. Now, this next match, our Big Oof champion, Johan Mjoln, well, he, after winning the belt, he's had a bit of an attitude shift and has definitely broken away from his old faction, the Soul Train. And they're not happy, and so the remaining members of Soul Train, Tiki the Troll and the Punk Master Ghost, have challenged Johan to a tag match. With there being only one question: who is going to partner with Johan? I tried to talk to the Son of Thunder later, and he said that he's got a partner who is completely appropriate for this match to team with the likes of the Son of Thunder. Which worries me because I'm not sure what's going on with the Murder Cave right now. I guess there's only going to be one way to find out, and that is to head to ringside.
The following is a tag team match and is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the Soul Train,
the Punk Master Ghost, and Tiki the Troll, former faction mates of Johan Mjoln, who he has disavowed and even beaten up since departing from the team. And they're about done with him. Well, let's see who Johan got as his tag partner.
and introducing their opponents,
Oh, no.
introducing first, Aiden Zero.
Well, so who else is going to team with a demigod than someone with a god complex? Samir's his thing empty. I know that he feels he has fallen from grace and has to regain his godliness. Maybe that's part of why he is teaming with Johan. Oh, there he is! Hiding in the fog. I don't know why he didn't want to come down in the thing. Folks, I'm going to remind you that Aiden comes from a cyberpunk future and apparently has some kind of cloaking technology that let him mingle with that red fog. I assure you, Aiden Zero is not supernatural. I've had him checked out by experts. I just gotta. Apparently, Aiden did a. You know how you can set a text message to go off automatically? I got a timed message from him saying Cena's got nothing on me. You cheeky bastard. But then with a picture of Drax the Destroyer, which I'm sure will make sense somehow.
And introducing their tag team partner, Johan Mjoln.
Johan Mjoln, holder of the Big Oof Championship, but this is not a championship match right now. This is a tag match with a grudge. And just so we're clear, oh, and I got another message. This was right before he came out from Johan. Aiden is all I need, which isn't very much. All right. Ragging on the God complex. The big question is, right now, Multivania is a month away. Who is Johan going to face at the biggest show of the year? And well, we're off the bat. Aiden going after the Punk Master Ghost. The Cyberpunk against the Punk Master. Oh, bringing him down. Punk Master Ghost doesn't just scare people, he gives them the CBGBs. And working over. Oh, in the corner. Oh, hot tag to Johan and Tiki. Tiki, Johan's tag partner for years as the Troll Train. Oh, cheap shot from Aiden. Oh, they're just going at... Now, worth noting, the first time these two met was in the originals Flashbang 64-man tournament when Tiki eliminated Johan from the tournament. And that's how they became friends. In comes the Punk Master. And again, he's setting Johan up for Tiki. Oh, and over goes both. And, oh, Dragon Screw takedown. And Aiden is just sitting there looking at him going, whatever. Oh, reverse bulldog. I think Tiki said something to Aiden and got back in the ring. And now he's getting out to break the count. Now he's just sort of sitting there. Tiki, the hell you don't... Aiden decided to do something and Tiki was like, no, I don't think so. Johan going after the PM. And now, oh, back in... Whatever Johan's plan was, doesn't seem to be doing him a lot of good. Oh, hammer strike. And back in. PM bringing down the Son of Thunder. Whip into the corner. Oh, is trying to pick the big man up. He might be ethereal, but that doesn't necessarily mean the law of mass. Oh, Ragnarok! Managing to survive Ragnarok. Aiden now working over. Oh! No, he's biting a ghost's fingers. There's something about it that just feels weird. Oh, whatever Aiden had planned, the Punk Master was ready for him. Oh, reverse DDT. And again in the corner. Oh no. Tag team maneuver. Oh! Dual flying shoulder block, but PM still managing to kick. And not done with Aiden, even though Aiden is no longer the legal man. Bringing Aiden over to the other side of the ring. Ah, or not Aiden. Punk back. Anyway, PM reverses. Throws Johan in the corner. And again, trying to lift him, and it's just, Johan's just a little too much for him. And Aiden just letting him get the hot tag so he can do that running neck breaker on Tiki. Oh! System failure! And now a running gore. Decided he's done with that, and back comes Johan. Oh, Johan had something planned. Tiki working his way out of... And now, again, trading partners. Oh, getting it locked on. Ghost Rider. Aiden fights his way out. And Aiden with another neck breaker, because Aiden Zero has never met a neck breaker he doesn't like. And, oh, bringing in Johan, I think, to put this to bed. Oh, or not. Looked like Johan was trying to set up for Ragnarok, but PM fought out. Aiden is now the legal man. And ignoring PM on the outside, going for Tiki. And leaving him vulnerable to attack from the Ghost. And he just got ghost busted. Tiki taking time to have some words with his old tag partner. And by words, I mean stretching him out with the ropes. And after some trading some kicks, oh! Hitting him with another system failure. Kick out at 2. reversal by Tiki. Dragon Screw takedown. These just going back and forth. And discus punch. Oh, drop toe hold. Johan running like a scolded dog. Oh, down he goes. Aiden with the breakup. He was trying to make Johan pay the troll toll. And in the oh, stretching him out again. And Dragon Screw takedown. Tiki trying to set up, I think, for under a bridge, or setting up the Punk Master Ghost for a Ghost Rider. Johan going, I don't think so. And again, Johan taking time to take out Tiki. So PM returns the favor with Aiden, and now here they go. And he's going for it again. Can he lock it in? Ghost Rider locked in.
And your winners, Soul Train.
There you have it. Well, I think maybe Soul Train made their point. And that now leaves what's next for everyone involved, including, still standing, maybe because I'm general manager, my big question: who is Johan going to fight at Multivania? Anyway, while that was going on, I got a message on social media from Graven Allen going, "You're welcome for that, Jerry. Figured you needed him taking down a peg. While you're at it, since Unkley's part of the brass now, maybe convince him to give Lawson an extended vacation." Look, I don't get involved. Look, I've made it a point. I have enough problems over here on Warzone. What's going on over on Flashbang is your guys' issue. Unless one of you comes over here and wrestles, I'm staying out of it. Also, apparently there's some kind of bet between Lawson and I don't know. I don't want to know. So, with that, folks, of the things I have to deal with, one of them is the ongoing drama surrounding the International Combat Club. Who's fighting whom, who's betraying whom, who's in or out of the club, whether or not there's enough evidence against Glycerius to bring up felony charges. Does diplomatic community play a part? So many questions, and maybe we're going to get some answers to some of them right now. I don't know. All I know is we're going to the ringside right now to hear from the leader of the ICC, Nice Ice. Greetings, Multiverse. It is I, Nice Ice, with something to say for Sergeant Major Payne, who lost last week when teaming with Buck Bumble against Locken and Glycerius. Which just brings up the simple fact. Sergeant Major Payne, who joined IC representing the United States, now acts as a lone nation with no allies and no one to help, where the International Combat Club is a united nation that will always have each other's backs. This hurts Nice Ice, for Payne was like protege, and I offered him, out of the kindness of my cybernetic heart, to rejoin, and we would let bygones be bygones. But now, Payne must face the consequences for this betrayal. Well, I guess the unknown soldier heard what was being said. So I guess this is a moment that's been brewing. You know, it's really weird, Ice. I hear you talking a lot about uniting and even equalizing, but the only thing I ever see the ICC doing is trying to equalize the rest of the roster below them. And frankly, I'm not going to be putting up with that kind of elitism any longer. Major, it is so good to see. Or should I call you by your last name, Payne? Either. We were once comrades, but now all I see is an angry young man, lost and alone in a world, without being able to show his true elite nature. Oh, bullshit. Payne, I'm sick of your crap. I listened to it for a long time, and now I see you for what you are. And you know what? One thing I did learn from you is put up or shut up. That is something I have said in the past, and I believe even to you. So, what is it you want to put up to make you shut up? Nice Ice is all cybernetic ears. Please, my hearing is excellently tuned and hi-fi. You know what? I'm challenging you, Ice, to a one-on-one competition. You, me, in the ring, one-on-one, we settle this between us. Straight up, no more cheap shots, no more hits. We fight. But that is amusing. The one who trained you, you wish to fight. I'm afraid I must give you the, what is the term? Ah, yes, cold shoulder. Because, Payne, you've learned nothing. You are not worthy to face Nice Ice. Worthy you're going to use a term like worthy, comparing me to you? Oh, you know what? Fine. You want to play it this way, Ice? I'll play it this way. Whatever it takes, you and I are going to face off. Well, then, my former protege, you must take your chalky ass and prove your worth. You know what that means. You want to throw down the gauntlet? Then face the gauntlet. I don't think I need to spell that out anymore. You know what you have to do to face the Siberian cyborg. Do it, and then yes, we can have a match. Well, there was a lot of, I think they were speaking in code half the time. I feel like there was a whole conversation going on that we were not privy to. But with that, folks, our next match, pretty straightforward. Our next match is going to be, we've got wrestlers who have been doing a lot of hard work, putting forth a lot of effort to build up their win-loss records to, as we just saw, make a mark and impress, to look for bigger and better things. And so we're about to have a match featuring two fan favorites who we saw both of them last week. But now they're going to face each other. But before we get to that match, we need to hear from one of the wrestlers we're about to see. So, folks, for the first time ever, I believe, in a promo, unless my memory's playing tricks on me, I am going to give you the one, the only, Leon Arcaster.
Hello, denizens of the Nexus and fans of MNW. I am Leon Arcaster, the Toa. I have been here wrestling and observing for you for some time now, and I felt that the time had come for some clarity on my purpose here in MNW. I will try to translate everything into English for ease of understanding. My home universe was home to the Matoran. That would be spirits in English. This is a bit in translation. We were tasked with building a body for the Great Spirit, so most of our skills were in building, gathering, and helping this goal along the way. But the places we search for resources could be dangerous. That is where the Toa, our heroes, come into the picture. Beings chosen to have a mask of power that grants unique abilities, that serve as protectors or warriors when we are called. I worked under a being I called the Artificer, an engineer that helped build amazing things. But building things takes resources. That was my original job, field surveyor and resource gathering. I was always fast on my feet and quick to see the danger in the area. One day he located the Nexus on a scanning machine and set upon building a device to open a travel between his lab and the Nexus. I'd always tried my best to follow the ways of the warriors of legends, so the Artificer granted me this mask of power, making me a Toa of lightning. My job was a familiar one. Travel to this new realm, see if it was safe to visit, and report back. Sadly, I've not been able to contact the Artificer since my arrival in the travel portal is gone. So for now, I am here to be an example of the Toa and my kin back home. To learn of the various peoples and cultures in the Nexus, to improve in the combat art you call wrestling. And if you need a hero to step up and protect the masses, then I am here.
And there you heard it, folks. Probably the clearest message we've heard yet about what's going on with Leon Arcaster, our biomechanical combatant. And so it is time for him to see if he can continue that win streak he has been on, particularly after an absolute stunning victory last week over CJR Killer with that unexpected roll-up. But before we get there, I'm seeing we've got a social media post from the glorious one himself, Probunaga, saying, many bonds being broken leading up to Multivania. How fitting. You know, you used to be the most straight, I could have conversations with you. It was great. Now you're becoming as cryptic as Driscoll. Anyway. I'm sorry, I got wistful there for a second. Folks, with that said, it's time to head to ringside.
The following match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the Latino B Buck Bumble.
Viva la revolution! He fly, he be, he sting. The Latino B is here. He's been doing a lot of great work lately, although that team up with Sergeant Major Payne against the International Combat Club didn't go quite as hoped. But he's here to see if he can put another mark in the win column, facing someone who is looking to see if they can maintain their momentum.
And introducing their opponent, Leon Arcaster.
And the Toa himself is here. We just heard from him. Maybe now we have a little bit more understanding of where he's coming from. But for now, well, it's time for there to be summer wrestling. And they're off. And the Latino B taking a quick, I was going to say quick lead, but immediately cut off by Arcaster. And, just back and forth these two. Down goes Leon. Yeeting a man by his leg. Buck putting the pressure on. And just working over the trapezoids. And oh no! Buck's gonna fly! Arcaster dodging at the last second. Up to a 4 count. Oh, Buck pushing him off. And oh, headbutt to the back of his head. Two count. Our caster fighting his way back up and suplex. And can our caster, press his advantage enough? Like, has the ref really been in people's way tonight? Oh, was going for some, I think to knock Buck off, but Buck instead rakes his face across the rope. Combo blows. Oh, Buck trying to lay the hurt in. Oh, our caster fighting back again. And, oh, slamming him down. Uh-oh. We know what this is going to be. He is about to go buck wild. And kick out at 2. Our caster trying to get back to a vertical base. Buck on him. And bullseye drop. And Leon getting leverage and getting out of the predicament. And bringing him down for that leveraged bulldog. Buck keeping the pressure on. Leon has the momentum of his win streak, but Buck really needs a win to get his momentum back. Another kick out at 2. And no! DDT! Our caster feeling that fire from within. Oh, going for a drop kick. Buck, get out of the way. Our caster got out of the way. We're fighting a war of omission. And there with that neck breaker on the outside. What is Arcaster got? I know, going for the pin. That would have been the second out of nowhere pin in as many weeks. Oh, whatever he was planning blocked. Oh no, Buck's going back to the well. Once again, he is going to be going Buck wild. And another kick out at 2. And bullseye drop. 2.
And your winner, Buck Bumble.
A hard-fought victory, but the win to Buck, who really needed it to get back on his game. But Arcaster and his never say die attitude. Yeah, gonna see what's gonna be happening in the next few. But as we set up, oh, it is, as we said, the craziest of nights. Now, before we get into anything else, and we are going to be getting into some crazy stuff here. We saw as recently as last week, there are few things in the multiverse as dangerous as a vampire on a blood hunt. However, that is exactly what is happening right here in Warzone, as the vampire lord Jean Tristam has declared a blood hunt on the Stormcrow Jagger Blackthorn. With, of course, the warning that no one else will be hurt if they just stay out of his way. So, folks, to get a little bit more insight onto what's happening with that, let's hear from the target of that hunt, Jagger Blackthorn.
Alright, I got a few moments. Man, I haven't felt this alive in a long time. When I said there's nowhere I can go that Jaunt can't follow me, I wasn't making that up. He's getting closer. Everyone's wondering what was up with Jaunt's monstrous appearance. Y'all have been watching way too long not to know what vampires really look like under their clean and shiny masks. You know, this Squatch Roast coffee works wonders. I thought everyone was exaggerating. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. All this fighting, this hunter and the hunted bullshit, brings me back to my days as an Omni Slayer. It's almost enough to make me miss it. Almost. I've said it before and I'll say it again. The powers are gone, but the 20 years of accumulated knowledge, wisdom, and experience is saving my ass right now. Well shit, he found me. Guess it's back to the fight. So saith the— You missed on purpose! Are you even trying? And knock it off with the Eldritch—
That was it. Now, here's the thing. Folks, the same time that came in, I got another message from Jean Tristram.
TikTok Jagger, come out and play. I'll give you this. I respect prey that takes its hunter seriously. And you are prey. But not the first, not the last. I've been hunting down and draining wrestlers through the decades. As for masks, don't give Warzone that much credit. I haven't even been hiding my fangs all this time. They don't see what they don't care to look for. It's like they don't care to help you or get in my way. Sawyer was getting on to something there for a second with his talk of bloodhounds, but back to you. It sends you heading east. I'll be there soon, Jagger. And when I get my hands on your blood, I'm going to show you what Conquest was so afraid of.
I think those were recorded simultaneously. You know what? Right now, the overall position of MNW is, as long as they keep this between them. Look, I had legal look over. It's in our charter. Vampire calling a blood hunt, there is actual rules we have to honor. Weirdly, those got put into place when we hired Semjax, who never caused, at his worst, I'll say this. Jean, absolutely terrifying horror. Semjax, powerful, intimidating. Semjax always had a plan, a focus. Folks, I'm getting nostalgic for Semjax. But you know what? Enough of that. Somebody else has asked for ring time, and as they promised, they want to come down and explain a few things, which is great because I want to learn a few things. So let's head to ringside and hear from the Blue Hood, maybe shedding some light on what's going on with all the hero conflict. All right, so everyone, you know what happened when the Midnight Riders faced Hero Time. Hero Time won, and it made me reflect, and I realized that I actually agree with Mega Rider Nexus. After all this time, he's right, and the rivalries between us. And by us, I mean everyone who wears the moniker of hero. The rivalries between all of us are doing the bad guys a favor. And it's time we put that all aside. Because there's an enemy. And that enemy's name is Sir Uncle Dunk. He is right now, and I know I just heard something about a blood hunt, but I'm not getting involved with that. Because if you ask me, the greater evil at this moment is our multiversal heavyweight champion. And something has to be done. He needs to be our focus. So I need to start focusing on him and stop tagging after Paragon or Mega Rider. Because, you know what? They're right. I need to be an example. I need to be an example to Power Surge, but not just him, not just because we're tag partners. I need to be an example for anyone else coming up that the bad guys are the ones you have to focus on, not your potential allies. But the thing is, I still believe that there are things you have to do that others may not like. All right. That is, well, I'm glad to hear we're done with the hero. What does he mean, things that people may not like? That's because, you know, the Blue Hood has been shown he's willing to go down some dark paths. So when he said things that I feel I'm missing something. You know what? I'm not going to worry about it right now because we've got a match to get to. Folks, I had to book this match on the... I left the slot kind of open. I was going to give some of our local talent a chance to face each other and maybe show something, but I have to sweep them aside because this match got made earlier this evening when Seth Justice Jackson faced Adrian Driscoll in the ring and challenged the storyteller, who Seth called, and I'm quoting here, fakey. So with that said, something's gonna happen. I think the smartest thing I can do right now at this moment is head to ringside.
The following match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Seth Jackson.
There should be music right now, right? Well, all right. Stuff's happened. You know what? It's not like Seth was originally scheduled for tonight. So maybe something's going on, or maybe there's an issue backstage because of things that happened at the beginning of the show. I don't know. There's Seth Justice Jackson out here to challenge the storyteller, who has of late, well, once. Anyway, he was teaming with Probunaga and Adrian Driscoll.
And introducing their opponent, the storyteller.
There he is, folks, the storyteller, a longtime veteran of MNW, one of the earliest wrestlers in the company, and one of the most mysterious, who has done some significant things in the past, including putting a monkey wrench in the plans of Dr. Grimm on multiple occasions. There's a strong argument that the fact that the Nexus still exists is directly because of this individual. But now here he is teaming with Adrian Driscoll? A man he previously fought? All right, and there they are, and the ref's getting out of the way. And Seth Jackson coming out strong. Stomping on the storyteller. Seth going up top. The storyteller just lying there. And, oh, okay, there's a little of the story of old. Playing a little possum, bringing Seth in. And going for the pin, one fall on Jackson. Seth going for it, and raining blows on the storyteller. Whipping him up, and oh, suplex. Massive clothesline. Whip to the ropes. Wait, is there a chair? Did Driscoll just throw a chair in the ring? Yes, he did, and the ref has gotten it out. Storyteller, boot to the head. And another for Jenny and the Wimp. Oh, slammed into the corner. Jackson is reeling. Getting him set up. And with that, I believe that was the story's end. But maybe not the end for Seth Jackson, who's still fighting back. Seth raining some kicks down. And now getting into it with Driscoll. Oh, going for that kick. Instead into a drop toe hold from Jackson. And again with the story's end. Whipping Seth over the ropes. And slamming him onto the apron. And again, going for that kick that Jackson just ducked and got himself back in the ring. Oh! Wait, the storyteller misjudged that distance. I don't think I've ever seen him do that before. And now being scooped up and lawn dart! 2? Kick out at 2. And slamming him down again.
And your winner, Seth Jackson.
Wait, did you see that? The storyteller dissolved into smoke that just then went into the mouth and nose of Adrian Driscoll. Seth, I think he was right. I don't think that was the real storyteller. I think it's something Driscoll made.
The following message.
So, Seth was right? The storyteller was fakey? That is the first time we have ever had of clear evidence that some of the people Adrian Driscoll bring out aren't those real people, which has me staring really hard at Probanaga right now. Although he's out there, he's acting like the Probanaga of old, so I don't know. But there's now a hashtag, and I think it's one hurting some people, because it's saying Seth was right. Surprised some of those don't have question marks after them, but that's where we are. Folks, well, that was an exciting match with a huge ramification. There's much more to come, but before we get to that, I need to remind everyone that Multiverse Nexus Wrestling is the best in wrestling action, but also a business, and we occasionally have to pay some bills. So we are going to be heading off to a short commercial break, and when we come back, more action, including your main event, an Iron Man table match between the Dagger Daggerick and the Unstoppable Goliath Gorm. See you after the break.
The following message has been paid for by blood money.
Have you ever witnessed a beloved JRPG mascot get brutalized? Perhaps a kawaii character from one of your favorite anime has been through a grueling battle. Or perhaps some jackass just gets off on inflicting pain to them. Well, don't just stand there. Pick up the phone today. Hello, I'm Mr. Butler from the Kawaii Universal Protection Organization. Here at Kupo, we provide treatment and recovery for all the kawaii creatures of the world who have been put through the ringer. Our facilities include therapeutic counseling sessions.
Alright, Bernie, calm down! I'm not Paul! Why did we sign up for this?
Exercise regimens for full rehabilitation.
Holy Jesus! Run! No! Dang nabbit, I told you not to mix up the greens in their diet!
And of course, our serene and peaceful men wards.
Oh, sweet unholy heaven, who let the tonberries out of the secure way?
Yes, indeed. We spare no expense to ensure the safe recovery of our beloved mascot patients. So don't delay. Call 555-KUPO today. That's 555-KUPO.
The preceding message has been paid for by blood money.
Only those with the right card and the right tastes are fortunate enough to be admitted to the Crimson Cabaret. It is where the most desired, most talented of souls entertain our exclusive club members. We offer 2 levels and live music, be it the voice of a starlet or the company of a charming server. We cater to all tastes, and we are sure to satisfy. So tell us, what is it that you desire?
This is the grand opening of the Wild Fang Coffee. Here you can feel safe with your baristas trained in popping a cap in a dude while crafting the perfect cup of coffee. Each has spent 6 months in combat training and trained by Ramsey himself, the National Coffee Chief. They strive for perfection in every cup. And remember, Wild Fang Coffee. Come steal from us. We dare you.
Seth Jackson here with the Man Dapper. Have you ever been scheduled for a singles match only to discover your opponent is Helix sucks? Have you ever been powerbombed so hard that your bowels come loose from the intestinal lining? Well, if you said yes to any of the following questions, the Man Dapper is here for you. With super absorbent anti-Hershey squirt technology, we have you covered, no matter how quickly you are plummeting towards a splintery potluck table from the 80s. The Man Dapper, because your ass is a winner.
The Man Diaper is not liable for any rashes caused by the misuse of our product, no matter how much Seth says he itches.
When you're the type of guy on a hot summer's end day, taking down every son of a gun that ever did you wrong, the first and last thing you ought to do is have that victory smoke. Make sure it's a Vin Smoke. Vin Smoke's Hunter Classics. They got a real kick.
Each year, millions of people struggle due to poverty and lack of opportunity. For some, help arrives too late. Hello, I am Sir Uncle Dunk, and I'm here to talk about a group of people who have struggled more than most. The 1%. These wonderful people are a minority the world over and have been persecuted by governments and societies to the point where they're becoming an increasingly small part of our planet. We here at Uncle Corp aim to help those affected by business laws, OSHA regulations, and sweaty wrestlers in spandex. If you make a donation today at 1-800-GIMME-MONEY, we can end the suffering of the rich minority around the world. That's 1-800-GIMME-MONEY. Make your donation today.
And we're back. And folks, we still have an exciting night of wrestling ahead of you, but it is Multivania season. And what that means is a lot of people jockeying for various positions. And one person who is truly prominent in all of that is coming to the ring with a few things to say. I am speaking, of course, of the Ginger Boy, Tommy Black. All right, let's get this out of the way. I'm pissed. I am so pissed at my loss to Unkley. And you know what made me even angrier is watching that cowards win against Malice. Everything just works out for Unkley, doesn't it? Every little thing he does, every little machination to make sure he's the one with the advantage. He's the one that comes out on top. And on top of all of that bullshit, it seems that everyone, and I mean damn near everyone, wants to screw with Tommy Black. Well, have I got news for you. I'm done playing nice. And I'm going to make a promise that I will be a champion again by Multivania. I know it's only a month away, but I'm not just anyone. I am the Mad Lad of London. I am the first ever Flashbang World Champion. Now, it's kind of bullshit that there's only been 3 of us, right? Anyway, the point is, I'll be a champion. Be it the world champion, big of hell. I might go over to Flashbang and take one of their belts. Because I think I might be due. Comes down to one simple fact. I am the best in the world. And it's time to stop letting these cheaters get in my way any longer. That's all. All right, well, apparently Black is done waiting and is looking to hold gold again by any means necessary, if I'm hearing him correctly. So there's where we stand on that. It's going to be interesting to see how he's going to accomplish that. But while we wait to find that out, we need to get ready for our next match, which is some tag team action, which maybe, just maybe, has a little extra heat on it, thanks to a match last week featuring CJR Killer and Leon Arcaster. Also, if that weren't enough, when the man they called Kane came out last week and flat out turned down the Street Fight Challenge from Theron Markov. Well, as you can imagine, that's something the old outlaw is not going to take lying down. So, folks, let's hear from the leader of the Outlaws. I give you Theron Markov.
You say I'm gonna have to drag you. You're showing just how yellow you really are. You're showing that you're kind of a coward. But you know what? I like my odds in dragging you through the mud, through the dirt, behind a truck, behind a horse. I've got options. And you will be in that match. You will take part in your first ever death match, and we will settle this. For whatever reason, you think you're better than me? Because I'm not afraid to bleed. I'm not afraid to get into a death match. You think because you're a wrestler, you're better than me? Is that what this beef has been about? You're gonna learn real quick. I can beat the piss out of you with the best of them. I can wrestle with the best of them, but this isn't about wrestling. This is a fight. This is a prize fight. And what you don't realize is every one of us in this locker room is a prize fighter until we hold the title. Because that's what the title is a goddamn prize, Kane. But you know what? I'll see you out there, kid. And we're gonna play in the blood, and there's gonna be a hell of a lot of it.
Well, you heard the man. But before we get there, we have to be here. And that means we need to head to ringside for our next match.
The following is a tag team match and is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Los Villanos Ingobernable.
Well, there they are, folks. Los Villanos And I don't care who you are, you need to take this team seriously. The social outcast Ignacio Cervantes and Strongman Bell. The Haas of Lucha. And the Mad Genius. But they've got their work cut out for them because of their opponent's skill and orneriness.
And introducing their opponents, the Outlaws.
There is Theron Markov, who we just heard from, and the Crimson Delinquent Nakano Kirishima. Markov not happy that Kane turned down his offer for a death match, saying he's already out-wrestled Markov and feels he has nothing else to prove. Markov disagrees, and if I've learned anything over the years of dealing with this man, he is one stubborn son of a bitch. There we have it. And there they are, folks. This is going to be, it's going to be fun if nothing else. And you know, there's weird things you'll notice in wrestling while that Hurricanrana takedown happens, and that is Nakano and Strongman have tattoos on opposing pecs. It's the little things you notice in this business. And in comes Ignacio! Oh, backbreaker! And that hitting with that standing bulldog, which I think served to piss off Nakano. And a Hurricanrana takedown on Theron. Tagging in Strongman. And here comes Theron, who's getting hoisted up and brought down. And the elbow. And the drop kick. And now, oh, Strongman with off the top arm drag. That's just throwing caution to the wind. Theron stalks his way around. Strongman gets a grip on him. Oh, the agility of Markov. And a DDT. And now, folks, if you got Hoss Fight on your bingos cards, here it is. Oh, Strongman out of the way. Oh, hoisting him up, the power of Bell. And here comes Ignacio. Oh, right in the giblets. Or around the giblets, giblet adjacent. Oh, and a cutter. Drop kick on Bell. Ignacio taking advantage. But still, Ignacio's partner nowhere to be seen, and Theron, the rattlesnake, right there. Oh, and that ended up leaving Ignacio hung out to dry. Whip to the gunner, leapfrog, agility of Theron. Oh, bringing Ignacio down. Ignacio returning the favor. Slam. Ignacio decides to go after Nakano while Theron had some words with Strongman, and they both try and drop kick each other, and that doesn't work out so well. This does. Oh, Theron trying to do something to Strongman. Ignacio decides to go full out even though it took down his partner. As long as it damages Markov. And getting him in that tequila sunrise, which makes you wonder, does tequila pair well with nachos? Sort of stalking each other. Theron going tilt-a-whirl, taking him down. Ignacio, oh, and DDT. Kick out at 2. Whipping him to the corner. Fighting his way out because he knows he's in the wrong part of town. And again, we have Ignacio and Nakano, the social delinquent, or the social outcast and the Crimson Delinquent, although social delinquent would work. But they're not a tag team. And double. And at that double backdrop, a sweep of the leg. And it looks like Theron might be taking out some of his aggression on Ignacio. And Bell bringing down the Outlaw. Hoisting him up, slamming him down. Now he is heading upstairs. Oh, he was going for La Estrella. Theron got out of the way. Theron is determined to make an example of the Bells. I think mostly just about how pissed off he is at Kane. And in comes Ignacio. Looked like he was going to do something with Theron and changed his mind and decided to go for another Tequila Sunrise. Only to be broken up by Nakano. And Theron decided, all right, I've had enough of this. And Tilt-A-Whirl bringing him down. Hot tag, so nobody's home for Ignacio. And now he has to deal with Nakano. Oh! Drop toe hold. Looks like Nakano was probably setting up for something sweet. And he didn't get it. Now, oh! Slamming Hurricane Rana. Tagging in Theron. Hot tag to Strongman. Release suplex. Working over the leg of Markov. Now just laying in some punishment. And here we go. That's one. That's two. And here comes three. Densha de Dolor. And now the social outcast sizing up the Outlaw. Deciding one more Tequila Sunrise just for the fun of it.
And your winners, Los Villanos Ingobernable.
And victory for Los Villanos. I think the issue is Markov's head was somewhere else. I think he had Kane on his mind more than he did Los Villanos Ingobernable. And as a result, victory. Also, I cannot emphasize enough, you watch those matches, nobody, and I mean nobody, gets in someone's head quite as well as Ignacio Cervantes. But with that, well, folks, before we get into our next match, earlier this evening, and by earlier I mean the top of the show, we heard from a certain main event mech making sure that Sir Uncle Dunk could not bury the results from last week and sanitize them. But it looks like he's got more to say. So, folks, let's head down to ringside and hear from the undisputed future himself, R. Sawyer.
A quick question for everyone. Did you enjoy the intro for this week's Warzone? I know I certainly have. And as I said, Malice will be fine. He'll be back next week. Hopefully he'll be in perfect shape to find his Multiverse match. However, I said before that I would touch on Jagger at a later point. That point is now. Jagger, I'm not angry, or mad, or livid, but I am disappointed. Disappointed because you stroll in, get into my business, and then you're already distracted with someone else. Now, I was polite. I asked John if he would allow me to assist, and he politely declined, and I was content in respecting that. However, if the two of you are going to have a Barney and drag me into it, well, I guess I'll have to say fuck politeness and take the both of you out. Ugh.
Folks, it's Zeta! Zeta just attacked R. Sawyer. And I think he just threw a microphone at him. Oh, this isn't looking good. Ref's trying to get in even though this isn't a match. This is mech on mech warfare. And now Zeta's chasing the ref. You can't be disqualified when it's not a match. What we recently saw at Future Shock, a battle between these two that saw Sawyer come out victorious. The former Bros through the table, foreshadowing tonight's main event. Zeta is owed. These are moments when you can be very glad that your referee is functionally immortal. Oh! You know, I'd be far more worried if these weren't mechs fighting. Of course, they are programmed to feel pain. And again, Zeta getting the ref out of the ring now, picking up the mic.
Sawyer, what just happened here is not enough. Nowhere close does this equal to the violation you brought upon me. During my match with Tommy Black, you tore my mind asunder. You wrapped strings around my nerves and made me dance along to the tune of a jester. My limbs were twisted against my will, and I was forced to go along with your whims. The walls of my heart broken down like glass windows. That was an invasion of my soul. For this injustice, I will burn a hole through yours. I will drag your carcass through miles of hellfire and enjoy every single scream of pain you belt out. At Multivania, I don't just beat you. I will end you. That is undisputed.
All right. Oh, no. That means I'm going to have to set up another match for Multiverse, aren't I? Because, folks, I guarantee you this is going to fall under give them what they want or else. And I don't want to face the or else. All right, well, we'll see how get. You know what? We got to get ready for our next match. And before this next match, so there's a simple truth in professional wrestling. Wrestlers get in feuds, and some of them can go on so long. And right now, one of the big feuds is between the Multiversal Tag Team Champions, the Absolute Units, and Shoot Nation, who feel they have been long overlooked and long deserving of a Multiversal Tag Team title shot. So this next match is just going to feed into that. But before we go there, we are going to hear, we got a message straight from the Shoot Nation account. So I'm gonna play it for you now.
So here's something interesting. So instead of me doing a promo about me going after TJ or bugging the shit out of Aldini, I'm out here to read you something from a guy who's been my tag team partner for years and more to come, who I know by heart when he gives me that look and he wants me to do something. I'm the guy who knows not to say or do anything. Just nod and be on my way. So this isn't my promo. This letter goes out to a guy that we all know. It's from Jack to Top Hat Guy. It literally says that. Dear Mr. Uncle Dunk, it comes to my attention that each time you come down into that ring, you seem to always get what you want. To get to pick on anyone you seem fit and always win. That's fine. But when you start running your mouth, I just want to put you into a scorpion's tail and watch your life fade away into nothingness. So while Devin is off going after TJ, how about you and me give it a go, yeah? I think everyone wants to put you into your place. What about it? You ready to get on with the Scorpion? Don't worry about answering. The Scorpion's always on the hunt.
Well, another person stalking Uncle Dunk, which, you know, when you're the Multiversal Heavyweight Champion, that's just how it works. But tonight is not that match. And before we get to that match, I'm noting that there is a posting on social media from Jagger Blackthorn, who apparently has got a moment's reprieve or a really good spot to not have to deal with the blood hunt. And what does he have to say? What was that, Sawyer? Arg? I'll take that under advisement. Now, of course, because Jagger put that out, there was a follow-up posting from Jean Tristram saying, "No distractions, Stormcrow. I'll chase you all the way to Multivania and beyond." So, priorities. Anyway, point is, we've got to get to this match. Folks, this is, by the way, the penultimate match of the night. So, with that said, let's head to ringside.
The following match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Adonis Washington.
Yeah, you heard that right, folks. he's no longer going by Absolute. He's like, that is the name of the team. And he was going by his real name now, in part to point out that the units are about all of them, not just him. So he is now going to go forward by Adonis Washington. Which, you know, that's fair. You know, new name with new look. And of course, the person he is going to face.
And introducing their opponent, Jack Abbott.
And being accompanied to the ring by Devin, the Scorpion, Jack Abbott. Getting hype. And again, these two feel that they deserve a title shot. So, of course, they're taking on, or Abbott's taking on, one half of the tag champions. Now, here's the question. It's already been a good night for the units with the successful title defense by TJ Gable. Now, what can Adonis bring? I'm just going to take a little minute. It'll be a while. I'll get used to it. You call someone by a name for multiple years. It takes a while to pivot. And right now, the Scorpion doing what he does best, leaning into that MMA experience. Keeping Adonis down and working over the legs, setting him up for that Scorpion's tail. Adonis fights his way out. Pushed off by Abbott. But Adonis is fighting. And a kick out at 2. Working over that arm. And there he is, Abbott doing some damage. Oh, flipped over. Which is, I'm sure, Adonis's way of saying, and I'm done. Plenty of damage being done on the outside. The question is, are they going to stay out there, or are they going to get back where they belong in the ring? Now that they're back in again, Abbott just constantly pushing Adonis off. Raining blows. course, when you lose a turnbuckle pad, the ref can't just put it back on. He's got to weave a new one. Don't ask me how. And Abbott up top, calling for Adonis to stand, and... oh! Adonis was ready. He may have changed his name, but he is still a man trained by Gorm, who we will be seeing in our next matchup. As Washington is bringing up Abbott, letting him know that he has got some work ahead of him. Almost. Whip to the ropes. Oh! Flipping him over, and now Washington up top. And axe handle off the top rope. Whip to the corner. Returning the favor. Oh, catching a piece of the ref. And again, the ref having to reweave that turnbuckle. Leaving Abbott, of course, to do whatever he wants while the ref's back was turned, but he's paying attention now. Devin over there going, oh, what? Me? I'm fine, I'm not doing anything. Abbott up top decided he doesn't like the positioning. So he's just waiting for Adonis to get back in the ring. Oh, right in the back. Oh, got him in that crossface. Slamming him into the corner. Reversed. And out. Whoop. Oh, I was going to say Abbott holds on, but Adonis made sure he goes. Telling a kid in the crowd, watch this. And Adonis throwing Abbott back in the ring. He wants to get the job done where it's supposed to happen. Oh, big frog splash. Kick out at one. Oh! Oh! Pulling the rope, throwing Washington outside. Now they are locking up again. Oh! Right in his absolute units. And oh, working the arm. How much more can Adonis take? It's not looking good. Oh! Kick to the gut. Kick to the gut. Oh, but nobody home. Oh! Hitting that kick. Slamming him down. Oh, going for the pin. 1, 2. Kick out at 2. Don't know if you heard him. He said, "This is for you, Mama Wade." Oh, slamming him down. Pressing his advantage. Going for another pin. 1, 2, 3. He did it.
And your winner, Adonis Washington.
Folks, something weird's happening. We lost power. Not to the arena. Everyone saw what happened, but the camera. So we're gonna have a tech check out the camera, figure out what that was all about. Yeah, something that suddenly was drawing a lot of power. We don't know what was going on there. All right, so it seems like everything is good, except apparently something is now happening backstage. While that match was going on and while whatever happened with the power, something's going on backstage. Now, as we're getting the camera set up, we see that Adonis Washington putting out a message. You put up a good fight, Jack. But, okay, Phyllis is telling me that we got cameras in back to catch whatever is happening. So let's head backstage and see what's going on. And, folks, apparently what I'm being told is CJR Killer is attacking Leon Arcaster. Leon, of course, losing a match earlier this evening to Buck Bumble. But probably more relevant is last week, Leon beat CJR with a surprise roll-up. And apparently Killer is taking that personally. So the Outlaw was going after the Toa. But Leon is fighting back. And you know, when you're in a backstage brawl, just use a weapon. They're already attacking you in the backstage area. Oh, being bowled over by CJR Killer. Now working over the legs, and oh, DDT on that unforgiving concrete. And CJR decides, yeah, I'll use a chair. He's happy to use a chair. And oh! And a reverse moonsault. And Leon giving as good as he gets. And oh, he's got a shovel. And oh, DDT on the concrete. Killer pushing him down. Folks, this is absolutely 100% retaliation for Arcaster beating him last week. Folks, I'm telling you, CJR figured Arcaster was an easy win last week, and he lost. And now he's, well, as the Outlaws like to say, they play for blood. He's looking to exact some. Oh, but it's CJR Killer who's bleeding. Oh, ow! I think I just, more than anything, confused CJR. Well, I think they're both bleeding now. And Killer leaving Arcaster on the ground in a heap. Arcaster again fighting back. Not afraid in this backstage area to use whatever he needs. Methods, I think even the Outlaws. Oh, another flip. Shades of how he beat CJR last week. Oh, but CJR, well, not above doing whatever he feels is necessary to eke out a victory. Oh, getting thrown away from those hacking crates. These two are doing a lot of damage to each other and themselves. Oh! Planting his face on the concrete. I'm more impressed that man as tall as CJR Killer managed to duck a kick like that. Oh, raining blows. Killer bringing him back up again. And again, throwing CJR, going for the distance. Oh, trading blows. These two are just going to keep at it. What? Okay, Arcaster back with the shovel. Oh, right in the small of his back. And that, oh, right on the top of his head. And just, oh! I think, yeah, CGR's been knocked out. Folks, second week in a row, Arcaster has put down the Outlaw. That's an impressive feat for anyone. But folks, that rookie, I think it's really clear at this point. Well, I don't think we can really consider him a rookie anymore. He has proved himself time and time again. And this one, yeah, surviving a backstage, not just surviving a backstage attack, coming out on top against an Outlaw, against CJR Killer. Well, that is that. Except for the fact that a post is coming out from Nakano Kirishima going, anyone got some morphine, Tylenol, booze? I mean, we've got a medical staff. Nakano. I'm sure they're rushing to the scene right now. That the scene of that brutality that your friend initiated. I think we can't remember that. But we got to go from that violence to some new violence. And by new violence, I mean it's time for your main event. We are about to have a 15-minute Nexus Titan Championship Iron Man table match, which we'll explain the rules when we get down there, but it is the Dwarf versus the Goliath. And folks, I could keep going on, but I feel that would just be wasting your time. So, let's get ready to head down to ringside. Say it with me. Let's do this.
The following is an Iron Man tables match with a 15-minute time limit and is for the Nexus Titan Championship. And is your main event. Introducing first, the Dagger Ring.
The Dwarven Prince laid out this challenge told with Gorm. They have been fighting back and forth, but it's about the belt, but it's also about their honor as warriors. And folks, it's about proving they are the best at what they do in a brutal match type. This match will last for 15 minutes. The winner is whoever puts their opponent through the most tables. Outside of a death match, this is one of the most hardcore matches you are going to see in professional wrestling.
And introducing their opponent, they are the Nexus Titan Champion,
Gorm! The man known as the Unstoppable One. Gorm! He trained the absolute units. And now he has been making a name for himself. Folks, get ready as we are about to watch Faerun's finest in battle. And here they go. The timer is in the corner. And since you need to get the most victories in this match to win, you need to go hard from the beginning. It's not going to be long, I predict, before we see our first table. And there we go. First table is at least out, if not in the ring. But folks, it doesn't matter where the table is. Opponent just has to go through it. There they are, they going strong, going hard. Oh, and the powerful, it sounds funny, but legitimately the powerful back of the dwarf. And a high moonsault, Daggerick trying to do damage to Gorm. A, he knows he can take it. B, he's got to slow him down a little because that will help him get through more tables. And there is a table on the outside. Gorm is wanting to bring it in the ring. Oh! And bonked with the table. Setting it up in the corner, which Daggerick is saying, why, thank you. And that's one. That's one. Moonsault. Now, in any other table match, that would be a victory. But we still have 12 minutes to go. But Daggerick is up 1-0. Daggerick bonking Gorm with the table. That doesn't count to our count. It just, hurts nobody home. Giving him a pile driver, usually one of Daggerick's specialties. Back in the ring, but he knocked down the table but didn't go through it. Set up in the corner, Gorm going after another table. Well, looks like it's, unless he can get out of it, it's about to be Dagrick's turn. 1-1. They are even up. And again, Gorm getting him up. They're tied, but one of them needs to get ahead. Especially now while it's anyone's game. Oh, and they're brawling, and there's a table nearby. I don't know if it's in a good position to break. And that's what matters right now, but it looks like Dagrick's going to try. It didn't work. I think he did bust Gorm open, though. Dwarven driver. And the Book of Grudges. Gorm is tossed down the way. Dagrick definitely doing his work to soften up the Goliath. Dagrick getting out another table. We stock. There are so many tables under there. An Iron Man tables match. You want as many tables as possible. They're going to go through them like candy. Dagrick leaving Gorm on the floor, and going for another table. Which, folks, that's great, but you are going to need to put somebody through another table in the next 7 minutes and 45 seconds, because one of you needs to be ahead. Right now you're tied. Oh, taking him down. Never forget that he might be a dwarf. He's also a cruiser. And I just threw the table at him. I ain't got a big boot for his trouble. Making the dwarf bleed. And slamming him onto table and table debris. But that still doesn't get him through a table. And that's where we have to be. Again, right now they are tied 1 apiece. And Now after that Dwarven Buster, Dagrick is setting up a table. He knows what has to get done. But first, Book of Grudges. Well, there's a table set up, but not anyone going through it. And we're just about at the 5-minute mark. 5 minutes left. Somebody better go through a table soon, or this match will be a draw. And remember, folks, this is for the Nexus Titan Championship. Now, some people on social media are going, wouldn't a draw favor the champion? Yes, a draw, Gorm would retain the belt. And if you think that's what these two care about, you don't understand them at all. Slingshotting a... You know, it takes a lot to slingshot a half-giant. And Gorm looks like he's trying to set up the dagger. Instead, throwing him outside. Did he miss? Oh! Pile driver on the floor. And now getting another table in the ring. They are taking him down, but folks, we are at less than 3 minutes and they are still tied. Gorm, oh no, Gorm against the table. Dagger remembering, 2-1. Gorm has 2.5 minutes to even the odds. Instead, they are trading blows. They're exhausted, by the way. Dwarven driver. Setting up the table. Moonsault. All right, if Dagrick gets this, it's going to be almost impossible for Gorm to come back. Almost, not quite. If Gorm reverses it, though, it's anyone's match. And it is tied up 2-2 with 1.5 minutes to go. Dagrick, knowing he's got to get some momentum, taking the Goliath down. But he needs to set up a table, and he's got less than a minute to do it. Well, there's the table. There's the Goliath. And there's the suplex, 3-2. Only half a minute left, and Gorm is out. I don't see, 15 seconds. It's going to take a miracle for Gorm to, and he's not setting up a table, he's just slamming a dwarf. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Your winner and new Nexus Titan champion, the Daggerick!
Well, Daggerick regains the Nexus Titan championship to the Goliath that took it from him. These two are hell of a match. That is a match of the year candidate if I ever saw one. Both giving their all, leaving it all in the ring. Who knows where things are going to go from here. But for right now, the belt has changed hands again. But folks, it's a long month between now and Multivania. But as of this moment, Daggerick is going to need an opponent for the Nexus Titan. But you know what? That's fine, because it has been a long night, and folks, we are out of time. It is... Hang on a second. I'm getting a message from... I'm getting a message saying, Jerry, look under your desk. Yeah, hang on. No, hang on, folks. There's something taped under my desk. It is a letter. All right, let's see what it says. Letter says... It's instructions to patch into a series of cameras backstage. All right, let me... send this message to... Okay, hang on. Phyllis, I'm sending you these instructions. Apparently... is this Sawyer doing something else? Wait a minute. Sawyer would just do it. He wouldn't send me a letter. What the hell? Anyway, hang on, folks. Hang on, folks. Let's see what the... Okay, Phyllis says they're ready, so let's turn on those cameras and see what happens. All right, and what am I seeing? I am seeing Sir Unkley Dunk backstage. All right, Sir Unkley Dunk looks like he's heading back to... Wait. That's Unkley's car. Whoa, who was that? Somebody was next to Unkley's car. I don't think Unkley saw them. All right, Unkley's heading to his car. And oh, my God! Folks, there's been an explosion. The alarms are going off, folks. Folks, we got to get the... All right, evacuation alarms. Everyone in the auditorium, all the wrestlers in back. Follow emergency protocols. Evacuate the building. Make sure all audience is safe. Phyllis says she is phoning the police as we speak. Can we get medics to see if Unkley's okay, folks? I gotta get out of here. We're out of time anyway. We'll see you all next week. Hopefully you have answers. Good night.